Up, Buddy Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. And ooh, did Percival and freaking Donny's voice actors give us some really good info about the upcoming anime adaptation of Four Nights of the Apocalypse. But before I get into this, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel and alone this video are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be for live reactions like Four Nights of the Apocalypse, which we have been covering since the very beginning, or news and analysis like this video, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to the magazine pocket, aka Magapoke interview we're going to be covering up in here. That will be in the description box below as well. So I was going through my Twitter and I saw this interview with Percival's voice actor, Masashi Komura, and Donny's voice actor, Kikunosuke Toya. And a good chunk of this interview was fluff, mind you. But there was a few things that stood out, and one of them in particular really pissed me off. Oh, it did. But let me get to some of the stuff here. So first off, Komura did confirm that Toya didn't record anything for the first episode because Donny's not in the first episode. So the first episode, my guess, is going to just be Chapter 1's adaptation of the manga. Maybe a little bit of the start of Chapter 2. We'll see. But this right here, though, in regards to the message to the fans, and I'm going to give, oh my God, I covered the trailer. So, Komura, to an extent, you're kind of full of shit. But I got a feeling it was probably the studio that told him to say this. So, not to an extent, because he did say that he read the manga. So the Four Nights of the Apocalypse is a work with good tempo, with comedy scenes that turn serious and cool, and cool battle scenes. The transition from one scene to the next is very funny, so I hope that you will pay attention to it. If it's anything like that trailer, then battle scenes look terrible. They were inaccurate. They weren't like the manga. They were almost like the manga, but there were certain parts that weren't like it at all in terms of like Percival and in terms of the comedy with the battles. Like the battle that we saw in the trailer. Percival is supposed to slap the creature of chaos, not punch it. Just makes me think of what Oda said in regards to the comedy being drained from, comedy being slowly removed from battle manga, but it's mainly in manga to anime adaptations, from what I've seen as of late. It's very frustrating. Let's see, what was the other thing? We, the cast members, are also acting with great care to keep the funny scenes funny and the cool scenes sharp. And by the way, the little Percivals are being performed by young voice actors, so it'll be interesting to see how they sound. Let's see. And then this is where it gets very interesting, is what Toya said. And I got so much shit in my comment section when I covered the trailer about the character designs. The original work is, of course, hot and supremely entertaining, but the anime has amped it up even more. God, I hope this doesn't mean that this is going to be like Fire Force, where there's going to be even more ecchi. Please don't do that. Please don't do that, because that ruined Fire Force for a lot of people. Because the Fire Force manga, for those of you that don't know, which I did cover, by the way, for a very long time, Fire Force does have ecchi. Hell, it has an arc about freaking ecchi. But it doesn't have as much ecchi as it does in the anime, and when I heard that was going on, that really kind of pissed me off. It's like, come on, don't do that shit. The manga's good by itself. You don't need to add stupid crap like that. But anyways, God, this worries me. This really does. But fans of the Seven Deadly Sins will definitely be satisfied with the work. But the main characters have been completely redesigned, so those who are new to the work will also be able to enjoy it. Okay, this is a problem. First of all, Toya, thank you for being honest that the characters were completely redesigned. The main cast was redesigned. You know what? Probably more characters are going to be redesigned. You know what? To an extent, think about it. The armor for Ironside and Pelagard were not as detailed as they should be. I got a feeling more. And you know what? Even the chaos creature that we saw, the creature of chaos we saw, didn't look that good either. But to say that the fans of Seven Deadly Sins are going to be satisfied with character redesigns of the main cast of Four Nights of the Apocalypse, that is patronizing as hell. And I got a feeling that the studio told him to say that. Either that or Toya is not happy about it and he was being slick. Toya, if you are not happy about it and being slick, I will give you props for that. But if the studio is saying this, that is extremely patronizing. It is, because Seven Deadly Sins fans, a good chunk of the Seven Deadly Sins fandom, the manga readers, are Four Nights of the Apocalypse fandom. And they do not appreciate the characters were redesigned. Because at that point, it's not an anime adaptation anymore. It's an interpretation. And if you redesign the main cast, what else did you redesign? I already had to deal with that crap redesign of young Lancelot in Grudge of Edinburgh. I'm still pissed about that. But Tristan still looked okay. But the thing is, if you look at Donnie, for example, there's ginger erasure there. That is not Donnie in this anime. Why would you erase the ginger? That's so fucked up that you erase the ginger. Then there's the facial structures for all the characters. They're completely off. Percival especially is completely off. And her hairline is completely jacked. She has a 5 head. That is not Anne at all. Then you have Nices, who got the worst of it in the trailer because he doesn't look as menacing as he does in the manga. Because you know why? Because the shading isn't there in the face. You don't have any shading, and you don't have his mouth open. You don't have more blood coming out of his mouth. I don't understand why. I'm telling you, it is going to be bad. It is going to be bad. If this trailer is any indication, it is going to be bad. I can't stand that Nakaba just can't get a good anime adaptation. It's not fair. It's just not. I swear to God, if the gags, a lot of the gaggery that is in Four Nights of the Apocalypse better be there. I got a feeling it's going to be removed. I hope we get the perverted stuff in the hot spring. That better be there. But as I said, it better not have extra ecchi. Like, I feel like that's what Toya is implying, that we're going to be having more ecchi. Oh, please don't do that. Please. I don't need any more of the fuckery that I have to deal with in regards to hearing these dumbass tourists calling Nakaba a pedo. But Toya, as I said, Toya, I will give you credit where credit is due. At least you admitted that the main cast has had a complete redesign and why they had a complete redesign. But saying that the Seven Deadly Sins fans are going to be okay with it, that is bullshit. Again, it's probably the studio that had them say that. But I'm very curious what you guys think of this. I'm pissed. I am freaking furious. I'm happy that I was right. Just like I was with Chainsaw Man. Remember what I said with Chainsaw Man when I covered the Mappa panel, where they flat out admitted that they were taking Fujimoto's surrealistic art and adapting it using realistic live action Borderline live action art and animation, I said that Japan was going to hate it. It didn't help that the director insulted anime either, but I was right. Same with Hell's Paradise Shikakuraku. I told you, based on the staff, I said it was going to be bad, and I was right. This right here, I'm telling you that for those of you that don't know, Japan has a pretty big Four Nights of the Apocalypse fan base. If you look at the manga sales for it, it has a really a good decent amount of manga sales. They're not going to be happy with this, and the Blu-ray sales are going to be extremely low. They're not. It's if you think Mashley sales were low because it only had 194 copies in the first week, Four Nights of the Apocalypse is probably going to be that bad. I will be surprised if it has the same amount of sales after what was said here by Toya. I feel like the studio is insulting and patronizing us fans. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing. I want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Four Nights content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon. Purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.